TradeNBI.com. This is John. This report is for the 25th of August. Well, we got the expected little dip coming right back. Still holding the 61% at this particular stage. So that's fairly strong given how weak these readings are because you clearly have MBI white over yellow in that. So that is a fairly bearish reading. The only thing, like I said, that was saving everything was the rising steel. And it matters because those short-term buyers are enough to keep things from getting unpleasant, would be the word for it. Likewise, situation for the Nasdaq, still well below the red line. Currently, yeah, a little bit of positive from the early part of the European session just started here a little bit ago from uh, current futures trade. We look at it from an oil standpoint. There was a little softening, not a whole lot. It's continuing, but this is still out of control. It's a real strain on everyone, and it's global, so not helping anybody. Big excitement though for the Europeans as they think the U.S. is kaput now, 40 trillion in debt, and that is gold telling you exactly what that means. And there you have it. It's going to continue. I don't think we're anywhere near the end of it. I imagine we're going to get to new highs. A little ways to go though, all the way back over here. So it's had to fill back. And that's just because you're going to see another round of acceleration of inflation. You're already seeing it from the pressure on treasuries and that. And that has a real impact when you have to pay higher and higher rates for the bonds. You're already at a situation where anything over 5% was already a economic collapse situation for the U.S. because you can't sustain the debt payments at that. And Bitcoin loving this, and this has been clear from our standpoint. I mean, we saw the buy happening way back here, right down at that 62 range, and perfect move. Yes, all positive extremes um, from about 64 range, but we know that Bitcoin can go a long time building those before it fills them back in. It does fill them back in. From a 50K standpoint, yeah, it was pretty much weakness there. We've kind of flipped around a little bit here with the MBI weight just about to cross underneath. Uh, from a 5K, yeah, let's scroll back here because this is where we're currently at with today's little uptick. Fairly modest from a volume standpoint. So you can see it was pretty clean to the downside. And really, what I was doing for most of the day was trading it within the 2500 tick. Let me bring that up here. Oh, yeah, that looks like a big mess. But, starting from the day, first short came through. That was pretty clean. Then we ended up with the pop that created the second one. The way I do these typically, the broad magenta is the start of it, and the narrow magenta is the end. And then for green, for longs, you have the green, and then it just goes to the red. So they're all listed here. I think this came to roughly 143 points traded on the 25 tick. That just shows you how much, oops, I increased the size of that, how much range there is within these. And it's quite a bit actually. Uh, and the signals, they're pretty consistent. So this is that same view from an earlier morning. Let me adjust this back since I kind of don't need them per se to execute the trade. But overall, broad sense, when we get a move and we have our Morganacci configuration, when you get a short setup, really the call is from the 50% moving towards the zero. And that's what the MBI weight is. So a lot of the in between noise you can just kind of ignore, knowing that you've got your set uh, projected goal. And that becomes the key factor at that particular stage. And as you can see here, that was just a huge move to the upside. Um, and this is what I would call a little the fake out move because you still have MBI weight sub 10 in that. Not really much of an impact on rising gold. So uh, proper on the conversion there. And the debate is whether to eliminate those or go ahead and give the earlier signal of it because all it is just basically a relaxation of long that turns around bullish simply because you started at your plus 15. You're not going to go into breakdown from a shakeout histogram standpoint. So it's just a matter of usually it's 3 or 4 bars and then boom, turn around, move back up. Fairly clean from that standpoint. It's when you break down and end up with uh, lower highs and then it starts to cascade. And so that's where you look for the difference between like this move, where yeah, you're heading towards the 50%, um, and then you get your additional shorting signals, and yeah, it's much stronger viewpoint when you have that white accelerating, crossing over the red in a clean fashion, and then the breakdown below the 33 all the way. You have a similar breakdown of the 33, but you didn't have the red effect within the MBI readings and that. So, and now we're creating a whole new set of positive extremes that will fill back anyway. So that's all cool. But that's just the general work of we're going with that and have that in profile setup so we can put it through performance reports that will give detailed on percentage and blah 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 blah. So that's the work. Long and slow, but getting there. Anyway, have a good one. Trade well. Anything relevant, I'll put on the team chat.